Moved by Commissioner Collins, seconded by Commissioner Cross, to accept the Ways and Means Committee report. Any discussion? Seeing none, roll call then, please.
Commissioner Engel.
Yes.
Commissioner Jaeger.
Yes.
Commissioner Lawnmower.
Yes.
Commissioner Plummer.
Yes.
Commissioner Skolnick.
Yes.
Commissioner Wilkins.
Yes.
Commissioner Collins.
Yes.
Commissioner Cross.
Yes.
Commissioner Jarzynski.
Yes.
Chairman Mahoney.
Yes.
10.
Okay, motion carried. Are we done, Commissioner?
Yes, Mr. Chairman, that concludes the report.
Thank you. Okay, moving on to my report, I have several just little announcements. I do want to mention the Health Department had an excellent state accreditation report, and more will be coming on that as we do a formal presentation. I'd like to thank those that took the time to go to Kalamazoo and visit their jail project. The more we know, the better decisions that we can make. Consolidation for DET is moving forward. If you've not seen it, it's hot off the press. And I'd like to bring Treasurer Tony Malaziotis to explain to us exactly what was happening at the Muskegon County Land Bank, if you step to that. Because I want to congratulate you and that committee. You can tell us why.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Late last night, I got word from Lansing on the Land Bank conferences for the state of Michigan, and Muskegon County Land Bank is the Land Bank of the Year. And Tim Burgess is bringing up the plaque that we'd like to bring it to you, probably on the next meeting, at your convenience. We have bypassed all expectations this year. There is approximately $1.5 million back on the tax rolls through the land bank process. There's tens of families that have a roof over their head today. We have been able to sell properties that are non-buildable, that's been sitting in the books forever, to the property owners next door, that they take care of the properties and we have it back on the tax rolls also. We are about ready to look for more houses that we can do rehab. We're ready for the next rehab phase of it. And we are healthy and doing well. But more than anything, I wanted to tell you that your Muskegon Land Bank was chosen as the Land Bank of the Year.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
And that kind of concludes my report. Any community liaisons wishing to report?
Just a quick comment from the Fair Board. I had a chance to talk to the Vice Chairman the other day. They've raised over $20,000 to make the expansions or the change that we authorized just this last few meetings. So more than halfway there already.
Good. Anyone else? None? Madam Administrator.
Thank you, Mr. Chair and County Board of Commissioners. I present to you for your consideration to award the contract to replace the Hall of Justice roof to East Muskegon Roofing and Sheet Metal Company.
Very good.
We just did backwards.
Who's moving and who's second? Commissioner Jarzynski moved the motion and Commissioner Plummer seconded eventually.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Any discussion? Commissioner Jaeger.
You have a price on it?
It's $294,000.
It's on your iPad. Oh,
Thank you. There's probably on my at home, but
didn't help it.
oh, maybe I didn't read it. No, mine's all blank.
Yeah, we do have
Commissioner Jarzynski.
Yeah, the age of the old roof.
32 years old.
Wow, we got our money's worth. And this can be done by winter?
Yes, we have them scheduled to come in by October 29th, and they will get the roof done before, I don't know if it's before snow, but before winter. They're going to start right away.
30 years.
Another 30 years?
Oh,
20.
20
It
years.
says 20. 25, I'm sorry. Close.
Well,
Could I make a comment? I just wanted to say I'm pleased. I know years ago, I used these Muskegon to put roofs on several buildings that I owned, and I think they're a great company. It's a local company, and I'm not happy about spending $294,000, but better it goes to them than somebody else.
We anticipated this, I mean, we do have a replacement fund, I mean,
This is out of the public improvement fund, so the funds are there. This was an emergency situation, however, because it did get worse than we anticipated, much quicker than we thought it would, even though it was 32.
Not good to drip on the judge.
Anyone else wishing to comment or have a question? Trying to say something to do with the raincoat for the judge. Go there. Any other discussion, concern? Roll call, Madam Clerk.
Commissioner Jager,
Yes.
Commissioner Longmire,
Yes.
Commissioner Plummer,
Yes.
Commissioner Skolnick,
Yes.
Commissioner Wilkins.
Yes.
Commissioner Collins,
Yes.
Commissioner Cross.
Yes.
Commissioner Jarosinski.
yes.
Commissioner Engel.
Yes.
Chairman Mahoney.
Yes.
10 yes.
Motion carries.
That concludes my report.
Thank you. Old business. Do we have any old business to be brought before this commission?
I wonder if we could get a walkthrough sometime through the first floor. We're just about there, maybe before the next full board.
We'll schedule it.
Okay. I've snuck down there, it looks good.
Long time coming.
Anybody else have old business? New business?
Yes, Mr. Chair, as Chair of the Transportation Committee, we're canceling the meeting for October 18th, the transportation, because we didn't have any business to discuss.
Second.
Yes, it's a motion, yes.
Okay. Been moved and seconded to cancel the Transportation Committee for Thursday, October 18th. Any
There's
discussion?
no jail committee that day either.
Any other discussion? None? All those in favor say yes.
Yes.
Those opposed, no.
No.
But you show up. Any other new business?
All right, I'd like to make a motion to have any commissioners who want to be able to get paper copies of the agendas and the minutes from Muskegon County of the committees and the full board meetings at least 3 days prior to the meetings, while still getting them electronically delivered to their iPads and emails.
Second.
Moved and seconded for motion. Any discussion?
It's an added expense that seems unnecessary.
I thought that's why we went to these iPads, to get away from the expense, the inconvenience.
Any other discussion?
Well, it's like today, we got to revise on what would happen, they have to revise something. And, you know, he wants it 3 days ahead of time, does that mean we postpone everything? It just doesn't make any sense, you got it here, everything comes to you, and you read it when it's sent through, you're in good shape.
Well, Mr. Chair, I don't think it's necessary for everything, but those that we request, I think we should be able to get.
No?
I really don't mind. I'm probably gonna stay, I'll print my own. I've agreed to do it that way. And but when it gets to 150 pages, and I got a little jet printer, and you're sitting there in the living room listening to that thing go off for an hour, you know. It's a point that for me, I can do a better job with paper. We have other commissioners using paper. And the point is that we all have to be effective in our own ways. And I'm effective with using paper. Jim wants to use his iPad. I'm cool with that. But if we do have other commissioners that do want to use paper, they should be given that right so that they can do their job effectively. And I just think that, you know, not all of us are going to do it the same way. We see different ways of doing it. And I say you can keep getting your stuff on your iPad. I plan on still using it a lot. I don't have an iPad, but my emails, I want all that stuff this way. I'm not asking you to mail me anything, or Williston. I'm only asking that we get it put in a box. And if there's only 2 or 3 of us, it's not gonna kill this county to make sure that we can do our jobs.
Do we need a resolution for that? Because if you want, you just ask for it.
Right, absolutely.
Resolution.
Mr. Chair, I just wanna say, I print my own, but when there are 80 pages and another one is 57 pages, that's asking a lot to do on a home printer. But if, I've never requested one, but you just requested, you get it, right? Yeah.
But
My problem is just the 3 days. I don't have a problem if they print them up, but if you demand it for 3 days and they can't get it to you in 3 days, that's not gonna work. And they don't always have the agendas ready in 3 days.
yeah, but the thing is, let me speak. If we can have it, we used to get it in our box Tuesday, so we had it for Thursday. We have it Thursday for the next Tuesday. Sometimes we're not gonna get it. I understand that. I'm not forcing anybody to do anything. I don't want to cost the county extra money. That's why I said, you don't have to mail, none of us are asking for it. But some of us, every week, we're gonna use this. And I'm thinking about the commissioners. For me, I'll print. That's what we're asking me to do. I'll print. But if we have commissioners that do have problems with money, and haven't got laser printers, and haven't got all this stuff, we should give them every opportunity to get what they need to do their job.
Well, I haven't asked for any paper since I got an iPad, so.
Mr. Chair. I have occasionally asked for copies, but it's not that frequently, but that's why I said I would like to just get copies when I need the copies, because I like to write and make my own notes as I read.
I don't see a problem with that. We don't need a resolution. My concern is that we're gonna be messing into what the board rules in terms of when those agendas are due by adding the 3-day thing. Printed copies are not a problem. If you need a printed copy, just ask.
Well, Mr. Chair, we could remove the 3 days as long as we could get them, I think. Because, I mean, it isn't that often that I need it like that. I mean,
I'll amend my motion to take the 3 days out of it. I'm taking a Williston here more than I am. Honestly, it doesn't matter because I'm gonna print one. I have to because you can't even get it in the mail till the same day. I'm forced to print them. So I'm trying to think of Williston here that she can get them. And the nice thing about having a motion is then she can just say, every week I want this in my box.
or when I want it.
And it'll be done. I mean, and
she
she
can do
just
that now.
Well, but she can't say every week has have it there. I mean, because then she's gonna be calling down the
She
time.
it.
Well, it's just
Okay,
easier
let's-
if it's legal. Then, done.
My own personal thoughts are we don't need the resolution. We simply ask each commissioner if they wish to do that to inform the administrator and it will be done. We don't need a formal resolution. But we do have a motion on the floor. So, any further discussion?
roll call.
Roll call, please.
Commissioner Longmire,
No.
Commissioner Plummer,
No.
Commissioner Skolnick, Commissioner Wilkins,
Yes.
Commissioner Collins,
No.
Commissioner Cross,
No.
Commissioner Jarzynski,
No.
Commissioner Engel,
No.
Commissioner Jager,
Yes.
Chairman Mahoney.
No.
8, no, 2, yes.
Motion fails. Yeah, where am I at?
If I may, I cannot imagine, as long as I've been at the county, if I requested anything, I get it, you know? And I gotta think that's, I've never been denied. I've had it emailed to me, I've had it faxed to me. Pardon me?
I would just say that's just you.
I'm sorry.
I would say that's just you.
We're gonna start denying you. Never mind.
No, I mean, really, I get it somehow.
Any other new business? public comment. At this point, I have Roger Nye wishing to speak.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman and Commissioners. I just wanted to say a few words about the Allegan County resolution. Basically, the NDAA may seem harmless enough, but if you really look into it, it could theoretically result in people in this country being detained indefinitely by the military with little or no evidence on mere suspicion that they are somehow involved with terrorism. This would include journalists, activists, basically anybody who doesn't seem to be towing the line. Such small matters as carrying a copy of the Constitution on oneself, being particularly outspoken in the cause of personal liberties, having a missing digit on one finger, keeping 7 days or more of food in your house. All these things have been listed on various communications by the FBI as possible indications that a person is a terrorist. Obviously, they set the bar pretty low. In any event, they wouldn't have to say why the person was detained. They would simply say the person was detained under section so-and-so of the NDAA. That's all they would have to say. I wrote to Senator Levin about this. Senator Levin sponsored the bill. He wrote back to me saying that, well, there's still habeas corpus. Well, habeas corpus can be eliminated at the stroke of a pen by the President because we are under a state of emergency, which we've been under since September of 2001. So I don't find that convincing, and I think it's very important that all of us who have taken oath to support the Constitution are ready to speak up in favor of the Bill of Rights. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Jacqueline Lewis, wishing to speak.
I live on 6th Street in the South Heights, and I'm the only house sitting on the block. There's 7 other houses that's condemned and abandoned. It's very scary for me and my children. Weird individuals come in and out the houses. I got a newsletter from my daughter's elementary school where a guy tried to abduct a boy, and the boy got away good for him. But with these abandoned houses sitting so many of them, I think they should be torn down. Now, I really don't know who hands is what, who's supposed to do what. I'm just bringing it to everybody's attention. It's ridiculous. I got pictures. I also gave copies to Miss Nancy Waters. I got a copy to Miss Rilla Steen. This is my house. I don't know if you can see it, or should I just pass it down? That's, and I just feel that those that don't live in my area, but they control my area, treat me like you would treat yourself. You want to live in a nice area. You don't want to live nowhere infested. I don't want to live nowhere infested either. I'm a taxpayer. I pay my taxes on time. Been in my house almost 15 years. I'm determined to stay there and make my area good. That's what I've been doing. I'm a single mother of 10 children. I done did my part, and I continue to do my part. What's going on with the county where they can't do their part? And I'm by myself keeping my house together.
Would you like to? Yes. Mrs. Lewis, after I talked with you last night, I speak with the city manager and the mayor pro tem regarding this problem. They assured me that the house to your left, it should be torn down around November 1st. And those others are not being torn down at this moment, but they're in the process. Some are with the land bank, and there's a process that they have to go through to get them down. However, they will be putting that light, the light is going to go up. So this is going to illuminate 6th Street and Rotterdam.
When you say light, I got 2 estimates on my own to light up my area for my kids to feel secure, because they can't even sleep at night, and they shouldn't have to feel afraid every little knock they hear, a little bump they hear, a car door they shut, they feel afraid. I got 2 estimates to light up some area in my yard, you know, to prevent the, I don't want to say thugs or whatever, walking the streets at night. You know, I feel if enough of light is shining, they'll go another direction. Is they gonna pay for that for me or help me?
He assured me that they were going to help you in that area. We didn't get into the details of the monetary part, but she assured me that.
I didn't know if she was talking about from my home area or the streets, if she was gonna put extra street lights.
She discussed the special light that is going to go there, that they would assist you with.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Could I ask a question? Ma'am, this house with the picture that's burned up, how long has that house been sitting there? Like that, burned up?
I wanna say about 2 years.
It's ridiculous. It's crazy. Unbelievable. And I hope that's the house that's on your left that is supposed to be
All
torn
these
down.
houses on the same side I'm on.
Well,
I'm the only one sitting there. This is my house here. Can I pass this down to Ms. Rillerstein, because this is her copy. I wanted her to have a copy along with those pictures. Thank you.
Could Tony respond?
I just want to make a correction. Commissioner Wilkins mentioned land bank. It's not the land bank, it's you guys. It's the county that has foreclosed on those properties. Okay? Not all of them, on some of them. All right, I have been talking to Jacqueline Lewis, and I have explained the whole process and everything else. The land bank, any houses or any properties the land bank owns are responsible to demolish them, to fix them, to cut the grass, to do whatever they are, just like any other citizen that might own a property. So it's not the land bank. That's a confusion that certain of you have all the time when statements are made out there, and I just want to clarify that. As far as the foreclosure process, when the property is foreclosed, it cannot just sit with a parcel number. It has to have a name, and it goes to the county treasurer's name, goes on it. That doesn't mean that we own the property. That means that it sits there like that until it goes into auction. And when we sell it, then we recover the money that we already gave Muskegon Heights 2 years prior to that.
Well,
So-
Mr. Montalos, I was just passing on the information that I.
No, I understand, I agree with you. I just wanted to correct the fact that it's not the land bank that has anything to do with that. It's the county in general through the foreclosure process. She has a good point in what she's telling you. Today I gave her a list of, as she came in, she called me today, and I sit down and I put a list of all these houses that have been sitting like that. I mean, the whole block is almost in the same situation. So any of us, if we live in any property that have the same problem right next to it, I see Mr. Jagger is laughing, but he's the one that's causing most of the problems with the misinformation he's giving out. And that needs to be corrected. It's your responsibility to give the right information out to people, not to just throw innuendos out there that things are wrong about the land bank and everything else. I just told you about the land bank that got an award yesterday.
Yes.
Just a couple months ago, Mr. Jagger made a comment to you that he went to a conference and he spoke against the land bank.
Okay, Tony.
Well, I'm getting very upset when it comes to that because the misinformation is going out and it's not right.
Thank you. Any other public comment?
New commissioners, thank you for the opportunity to speak here today. My name is Ryan Bennett. I live at 1538 White Pine Court in Twin Lake, Michigan. I'm here today on behalf of the Yes for MCC campaign. If you're not aware of it, the college is asking for a bond, and it will be on the November 6th ballot. They're planning to do many improvements around the college. For those of you familiar with the campus, they know it's an aging structure, and it's definitely in need of some expansion and renovation. Included in that renovation, they're gonna expand and improve the science and technology wing, the Bartels Rose Gymnasium, which is the most heavily used spot on campus, and they've also budgeted to move out of their creative arts building, which was built as a pole barn with the idea to house the arts department temporarily. They are looking at possibly moving that arts facility downtown. So I'm just here, and if I may, Mr. Chair, could I pass these out, please?
Sure.
Just, I know you guys are all, there's an election coming up, I don't know if you guys are aware of that. So there's probably not going to be many more people out there talking to folks than you guys. So if you could just mention that, it's going to be at the bottom of the ballot on November 6th, but I think it's really important to Muskegon community, the college and the county as a whole. It's a huge economic driver, and they're doing a great job to help retool and retrain displaced workers. So I appreciate any support. If you have any questions, I believe my contact information is on that sheet. Thank you.
Anyone else? Mr. Steuben from Blue Lake Township Supervisor being here, the Sheriff from Muskegon County, we adjourn. All in favor?